For this week's theme, we will be helped by the Disney film The Aristocats. In 1910, Mother Cat Duchess and her 3 kittens live in Paris with a retired opera diva and her English butler, Edgar. Duchess was more grateful than any other cat in Paris. The cats are left stranded in the countryside. Later on, they met an alley cat named Thomas O'Malley, who offers to guide her and her kittens to Paris. Thomas O'Malley sang even more melodiously than he danced. Look, this is Edgar, the butler. Edgar's schemes were less cunning than he believed. Traveling across the rooftop of the city, the cats meet up with O'Malley's friend Scat Cat and his musicians. Scat Cat played the piano better than anyone else in the jazz band. The kittens danced more energetically than their mother had expected. The countryside was quieter than the bustling streets of Paris. The final scene in the movie was even more heartwarming than the beginning. Hi everyone, I'm Teacher Nidia, and this week we are going to talk about comparatives and superlatives using adverbs. We'll use it to show changed. Example, I have to accept it. I forget things more often nowadays. Amy began to speak more quickly. My students are working harder now. Using intensifier. An intensifier is an adverb or adverbial phrase used to give force or emphasis. For example, my feet are really cold. Let's look at the following samples. We have the different intensifiers and the sentences using them. For example, much. She enjoys reading much more than her brother. The restaurant is far busier than the old one. He talks a lot faster than I expected. So they are emphasizing what we are mentioning. On the other hand, while using superlatives, we have these intensifiers: easily, by far, much. For instance, Ashley completed the puzzle much more easily than anyone else in the group. The new roller coaster was by far the most thrilling ride at Six Flags. Observe the next ones, please. Don't forget, a superlative shows the highest or a very high degree of equality. Just to broaden your knowledge of the subject, take a look at these other examples of intensifiers. Let's practice the following conversation. I'm Sarah and you're Mike. Hey, have you been practicing the piano lately? That's great to hear. I've been practicing too, but not as much as you. You are much more dedicated. Oh, really? I tried that app, but I found it a bit confusing. I guess I need to give it another try. By the way, have you heard about the new music school downtown? That's interesting. Maybe I should check it out. Thanks for the info. Thanks, you too. Don't forget, if you have questions, write in the comments below. Now, observe the email example using the grammar topic. And don't forget, this month, our TikTok content will be related to phrasal verbs and collocations for intermediate level. It's time for you to practice, right in time. Read the instructions carefully and let me know if you have questions. Thank you very much. See you next week. Bye-bye.